Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday. So I look a little crazy because this eye already has some fancy makeup on it, and this eye is just a little bit sad. It's perfect neutral eye tutorial time. So I am sticking with my commitment of at least one eyeshadow tutorial a month in 2020. And today I am using my new beloved the Viseart Paris Edit palette. Okay, so I recently picked this up during the last Sephora sale and I love it. I love it so much. I don't know where it's been my whole life. Honestly, if I were to create a palette, it would have all of these colors in it. It is absolutely perfect. Even this one right here that I didn't think I was gonna get any use out of, I have been using and loving. So yeah, we're gonna use this tiny little palette here today to get this mauve-y eye look. A little bit of shimmer today, not a whole lot, mostly matte shadows, but I'm really excited. These are very small palettes and a lot of people are turned off by the size of the pans, but I'm telling you right now, it takes you forever to finish an eyeshadow palette anyway, and I think these, quite honestly, are the way to go, especially with Viseart, because their shadows do tend to be just a little bit more expensive, but that's because they're amazing. These are actually eyeshadows that are pigmented, that stay put, that have just an incredible color payoff. Their shimmers are so beautiful. The mattes are so easy to blend. Just everything about them. I love them. It took me a long time to splurge on these guys, but 100% worth it. Also, a little bit later on this month, maybe not next week, but the following week, I'm also gonna give you guys a tutorial with the new Viseart Spritz Edit palette. I'm just gonna give you a quick sneak peek at this. Ooh, look at that. If this doesn't scream summer, I don't know what does. Now there are two shadows in here that I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna be able to use them, and it's this old gold shimmer here, and this gold shimmer over here. Gold doesn't work the best on me, but all of these other shades they're perfect. They're absolutely perfect. So yeah, Viseart actually surprised me by sending this palette to me. I bought this one. But yeah, I got some mail yesterday that I wasn't expecting, and I opened it and I saw this and I was like, oh, I'm so excited. Anyway, a big thanks to Viseart for sending this one out, and I promised you guys a tutorial with this month as well. So we'll do two. Anyway. So yeah, this is what we are going to recreate on this eye. Whatever is on the rest of my face, I'm going to list and link in the description box down below so that you know what it is, where to buy it, all that jazz. I can bring you a little closer. There we go. Okay, let's get into it. First off, I do have my eyes primed because that is a must. Also, I'm wearing a shirt that's like a little too small. I put it in the dryer, I think one too many times, and it's like a baby tee. The Viseart Seamless Eye Primer is what I have on here. And so now I'm gonna get into it. I'm going to take my Viseart Paris Edit palette, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's just the lightest kind of pinky shade. And what I'm gonna do is set my primer. This is just gonna help me. Am I in frame? I am. Okay, sorry. You guys know this isn't really my thing. I'm just gonna set that primer. It's just gonna help me blend everything much more easily. It's a nice grippy primer, so do set it because once you go in with something, it wants to grip onto that shadow and it will hold all day long and it'll be very true to color. So setting is important. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is take my blending brush, which is obviously dirty because I used it for this eye. And I'm going to go into a mix of These two shades, sorry, I don't know the names. Well, wait. Hold, please. Okay. Look. Just went digging through my garbage. Okay, Creme Brulee and Fleur. Creme Brulee, Fleur, these two right here. I'm just gonna do a little mixy mix between the two. And once again, I'm just gonna show you guys, I typically do this on my desk here, but I like to tap the shadow into the brush instead of off like that. I don't know, I just feel like it's a waste of shadow. And when you tap it in, the powder actually goes into the bristles and you don't have to re-dip as often, if that makes sense. Like the color works its way up as you're blending. Okay, so I'm gonna first kind of place where I want the shadow. And for me, I like to go into my crease and slightly above the crease on the outer part of my eye here so that I get kind of a lifted cat eye effect, as you can tell. So I'm gonna place that shadow and just start blending. I am going into my inner corner, mostly sticking in the actual crease area. This feels very awkward. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I cannot do it in the viewfinder, sorry. I think some people do that, that's insane. So yeah, I'm just starting to build that color up a little bit. I did re-dip there. And I'm just gentle windshield wiper motions. Don't stab the brush into your eye and don't get aggressive. Don't hold it like a pencil. Just very lightly. If you're aggressive, hold it towards the end so that it's harder for you to use that pressure. And just very gently blend that. Okay, so after that, I'm going to go into the shade, this one right here, which is called Cerise. Cerise, just a little dip. It's a nice deep plum. And again, I'm just dipping it into the brush, tapping it into the brush, sorry. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of that, mostly directly into my crease. Making sure it's nicely blended and stepping back to see if it matches, and it does. It's a bonus. All right. So just again, bring it into your inner corner. Don't re-dip, just whatever is left is what gets used in the inner corner. All right, next I'm going to take my pinky finger and I'm going to dip into the shade Opera. Ooh, she's a beaut. Look at that here. Oh, look at her, she's so pretty. All right, I'm putting that onto my lid. I'm just tapping it onto the lid. You could definitely use a brush and you could also use a mixing medium to intensify this even more. But since it's Friday for me today, and I'm just staying home, I don't see the need to really go all out. I am applying it all over just my lid, but it's gonna kind of get blended out on this outer part here, so you don't have to be too perfect with it there. And I do have some fallout, which I shouldn't have done what I just did. It's fine, I can fix it, but usually I brush away the excess with just actually this fluffy brush right here, so. But I use powder foundation, so keep that in mind. You might want to do this particular look because it does have some shimmer in it first before doing your foundation if you use liquid foundation. With powder foundation, you can usually just brush it away. Okay, so after that, I am going to go in with my eyeliner, which is actually an Anastasia brow powder in the Duo Granite, this guy right here. I bought this for my brows a really long time ago. It didn't work for that, but I can tell you that this darker granite shade works really well as an eyeliner. So I'm just using a brow line brush from Zoeva. I'll try to link my brushes down below as well. And I'm just going to apply this on my lash line. For my oily eyelids, I have found that powder liner really just works a heck of a lot better. It stays put all day. It doesn't pool on the corner of my eyes here, especially when it's hot out, you know, when your makeup melts and it just ends up in the corner of your eye there. This does not happen when you use a powder. Ooh, okay, good. There we go. Again, I'm getting some fallout here, but that's okay. We'll work with that here in a second. Now I'm going to take this is just a smudger brush. You could certainly use this one still, but I kind of like using the smudger brush. And I'm going to go into the shade Saint Germain. Have you guys tried a Saint Germain liqueur cocktail? They have one at this kind of generic German restaurant that's in our area, and it's made with cucumbers. Oh my God, it's so good. I know it sounds kind of gross, a cucumber cocktail, but it's so good. Anyway, I'm gonna take just a little dippy of the Saint Germain right there. I am gonna tap off a little bit of that excess because this brush picks up a lot, and I'm going to go over the granite. So I'm just gonna add some shimmer to my liner, which is kind of fun because this is it's like a pearl finish. It just gives a little bit more dimension to the liner. Sorry, neighbor. I'm still not used to staring at our neighbor's house. I've seen them looking out the window while I'm filming, which is awkward. I'm waiting for her to ask me, what are you doing? That'll be fun to explain. Anyway, so with this fallout here, I'm just gonna do a little brush away. Here we go, that picked up pretty much all of it. And now I'm just gonna go back in with my blending brush one more time, do a little bit of that cerise shade, this darker shade. And you're probably gonna be like, what is the point of this? But I'm just gonna kind of blend my eyeliner out just a little tiny bit and deepen that outer crease. So very gently, you can see there's like a very little pressure that I'm applying. Yes, oh, I love it. I love this eye look. I would just wear this every day. Anyway, okay, I'm going to take what is left on my eyeliner brush and I'm just gonna line my lower lash line. Just the outer, I would say, third. Just to add a little bit of definition to the lower part of my eyes here. Well, it's more like half. Sorry, I lied. My fractions are wrong today. And then I need a Q-tip. And I'm just gonna blend that a little bit with a Q-tip. See if I can pick up, oh yeah, that worked perfect. Just grabbing a little bit of that fallout and then okay. And then very, very last thing, I'm going to take a little bit of this shade, Creme Brulee, on that same fluffy brush that I used first. And I'm talking like just a little dabby dab. And what I'm gonna do is blend out the crease shade ever so slightly so that there's a nice gradient going up. I'm just gonna do a little bit more on this side over here so that there we go. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love this eye look. Okay, there you have it. Obviously, I need to do mascara. I'm gonna do that off camera because that's just painful to watch someone do their mascara on camera. So anyway, you guys, here's the look. I'll post a picture of it on Instagram, so you'll be able to see an up close just a little better. But anyway, if you, oh no, it's fine, right? Tell me it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There's obviously hardwood floors in here, so dropping makeup now is gonna be a little bit more of a problem than it was in the other room. Anyway, if you have not picked up the Paris Edit palette yet, I highly recommend it. What are these, $39? I think they're $39. I think they're worth every penny, and these shades are so beautiful and easy to work with. I cannot recommend them enough. So yeah, there you guys go. I need to finish my mascara. I need to go do homeschool with Stella for the last day this week, and need to get about my day. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.